Hello, it's Peter. Do you have people in your life who've gone well beyond every expectation you could have imagined? And did you say thank you to them? I want to share with you two experiences I had. Because really, in the end, whatever we do, it's people working with people, people relying on people to get things done. And that's how we become successful. So I want to share with you a story about someone who I've become really good friends with over the last 25 years, but really saved me. And his name is George Zabarellos. I used to run seminars, and I used to have 22 different professional groups send me people. And I needed a money manager sent to me. And I had met this really nice gentleman who worked at a mutual fund company, one of the largest ones. And he was going to put someone together for me. We arranged everything. And it was about a week away from the event. And I called and I discovered that George got a promotion and was hired by another large company. I tracked him down at that new company. I said, George, I really wanted your company you were with, that we arranged to have that fund manager come and speak because of you. And I don't know what to do. I've got a seminar next week. He turned to me, well, he didn't turn to me, he said to me on the phone, Peter, I told you I'd get someone, and I'm not at that company anymore, but I'm going to get you someone. And let me tell you what happened. I remember, and I will always remember this. Not only did he get me one of the top fund managers in the country to come and speak to this group of over 150 people, he also brought the president of the company. And I will always remember that. And if there's something I can do for George, I will. Because when I needed him, he was there for me. And most importantly, he just didn't say something. His word meant something. And at the end, if you think about the long haul, it's not about the easy, quick fix transaction. You should always be looking at making the deal that is going to be the deal 20 years from now. And the people you're dealing with now, you want at the other side of the table. The other story, which was pretty nerve-wracking when it actually happened to me. I used to do a lot of television. I used to do evening news, and I also used to do the weekend. And I was brought in as a financial guest on a national television station. The reason they would like bringing me in is because to save money, they would cut down on the camera crew. So that what they would do is they would put me in this thing called the closet. It was a green room. It was about 10 by 8, and it just had a camera, and you spoke to the host, and they might have been 100 feet somewhere else in the building, 200 feet. However, you weren't with those people. All you had was an earphone, similar to what I have right now. But you couldn't see anything. You didn't look at the television, because if you looked at the television, I would normally turn it off. You would actually catch yourself with the delay. So I would always do it, and all I had was just an earpiece. And one day I was being asked a question by the host, and the worst thing ever happened to me. I went blank. But not only did I go blank, I couldn't remember my name. I didn't know what we were talking about. I felt like time had stopped. I'll tell you what thought went through my head. I just embarrassed myself. I'm freezing on national television. 1 million people are watching us right now, out there, and I'm just an idiot. I just sat there with this big grin on my face. I did the very Canadian thing, and I said, imparted. It was almost like a reaction. It wasn't even programmed. The host, Brad Giffen, who was the weekend host that weekend, he realized that I had frozen. I had a big grin on my face, and all I could say to myself is, fuck, I'm never going to be invited back, and maybe this is my last television appearance. That went through my head. Other than who he was or what was happening or who I was, I didn't even know my name. That didn't go through my head. Well, Brad realized it because he was a pro. And I felt like someone had reached through the earpiece and saved me and gave me a lifesaver. What happened was Brad started reading off stats and we started talking. And I was so grateful to him. I looked at the tape later on because they were running that segment all day. And it wasn't so bad and it wasn't so much time. It just felt like my life had passed by, but it was about 3 or 4 seconds where I was just sitting there with a big grin on my face. So God came through to me. And let me share with you something about those 2 experiences that just came to me now. You know what's exciting about being in business, about the sale, about rubbing up against the environment? It's learning, it's stretching ourselves. Because in both situations, when I didn't know what the outcome was going to be, and it ended up turning half decent, even more than half decent, great, I felt alive. Isn't that what everybody wants? Our clients want to feel alive. We want to feel alive. We want to feel we're contributing. We want to feel that we're growing. I wish you a lot of growth. I look forward to speaking to you next week, or maybe even on the weekend. If we're not friends, please follow me, share a comment, give me a like, and share. Have a great day.